Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me again. Today I am going to be making chicken enchiladas. This recipe is absolutely amazing. It comes together really quickly, super easy, really fast. Alright, so for this recipe we're going to be using 2 cooked chicken breasts, 3 New Mexico chili pods, 3 Guajillo chili pods, a 2-inch piece of Mexican cinnamon stick, 1 can of diced tomatoes with the juice, 1 small jar of roasted red bell peppers, or you could roast 2 peppers yourself, 2 chipotle peppers and 1 teaspoon of adobo, 3 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of beef bouillon, and 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, 1/3 cup of flour, and about 2 cups of cheese. I'm using cheddar and a mozzarella cheese today, and then we're going to use corn tortillas. So to get started, you're just going to want to seed your chili pods. All you have to do this is rip off the tops and then just open them up, and all of the seeds should fall out pretty easily for you. And you also want to make sure that you wash these because they do have dust and stuff on them sometimes, so just rinse them off under some water. And then to cook our chicken, I'm just going to use 2 garlic cloves. Just going to use the ends of my onion, 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon, 1 teaspoon of salt, and about 8 peppercorns. And then you're just going to fill it with water. It's about 3 to 4 cups of water. While the chicken is cooking, I'm just going to get the cheese ready, so I'm just grating my cheese fresh. I think this makes a really big difference in your finished product if you guys freshly grate the cheese. I've just been noticing lately that I've been liking this a lot more than using the pre-shredded cheeses. It just melts better, tastes better, it's better for you. And I'm just going to toast the chilies, so you just want to put these in a dry pan over a medium heat. I'm going to toast the cinnamon stick as well, and this is just going to activate the oils in the peppers so that it just brings out a better flavor. And you want to keep moving them around. Don't let them sit on the bottom of the pan too long because they will burn. Just want them to get nice and toasty. The color will deepen and change a little bit, and they might get a couple little black spots on them, and that's okay. And then we're just going to put them into the blender with the cinnamon stick. Just going to add 2 cloves of garlic. I just crush those with my knife, and that makes it really easy to get the skins off. They just basically fall right off, as you can see. And then I'm just going to take the chicken out. It's all cooked now, and I'm going to strain the broth into the blender, and I'm just going to let the chilies sit in this hot broth, and that's going to soften them up. So we're going to let them sit for about 15 minutes in the broth. So just push them down in there, make sure that they're all the way submerged in the liquid, and then just set those aside. And then for the chicken, I'm just going to go through and pull out all of the fat and the gristle out of the chicken, and then I'm just going to separate all the meat from those yucky parts that we do not want in our enchiladas. This chicken is really hot, so use some forks, it makes it a lot easier. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just hand shred my chicken, pulling out any other little pieces of gristle that I might have missed, and just breaking it down into really nice small bite-sized pieces. And then you just want to set the chicken aside, and by now our chilies should be nice and soft. You can see it's definitely softened them up, and I'm just going to go ahead and add in my whole can of tomatoes, including the juice. I'm going to drain the peppers, add these in. You guys could roast 2 red peppers if you'd wanted to do those fresh. Then I'm going to add 2 chipotle peppers and 1 teaspoon of adobo sauce. You just want to go ahead and blend that up. Then we're going to add our oil into a sauce pot with our flour, just creating a roux, which is going to help thicken the chili sauce. And you just want to let this, you want to whisk it so that it's nice and smooth. And then you just want to let it come to a bubble, and it's going to kind of deepen in color. And you just want to add all of the chili from your blender. We're going to add in our 3 tablespoons of chili powder, the rest of our seasonings. And then you just want to cover this and let it simmer for about 25 minutes. Keep your eye on it though. Then to assemble the enchiladas, we are just going to heat the tortillas up. I spray them with a little bit of oil, and that's just going to help them to be pliable so that they don't break and crack when you're trying to roll your enchiladas. So you just want to go ahead and add a few spoonfuls of sauce onto the bottom of your pan. I got all my tortillas. I'm just going to flip them over so that I'm using the cooler ones first. Just want to dip the tortilla in your enchilada sauce. Load it up as much as you can fit in there. Chicken and cheese. You guys could do any combination of anything with these. You could do beef, you could do just cheese and onion. You could do pretty much anything. Veggie enchiladas. And then you just want to have a light coating of sauce on the tortilla. And just go through the entire process until you have rolled up all of your enchiladas. These are some big fatties. And then we're just going to spoon some sauce over the top. This was exactly enough. So we made 12 enchiladas with this, and this was perfect, a perfect amount of sauce for this amount of enchiladas. So this recipe worked out really well. Smooth it all out, looks beautiful and delicious. And then you just want to go ahead, I ran out of cheese, so I'm going to go ahead and grate a little bit more cheese to go ahead and top, so that I can top the enchiladas with cheese. And then you want to cover them in foil. We're going to bake them at 375 for 20 minutes. And then you're going to remove the foil and bake them for another 10 minutes. And then they are going to come out looking just like this. And to plate them, I'm just going to scoop 2 nice enchiladas on the plate. And we're going to serve it with a little bit of shredded lettuce, some onion and cilantro, some diced tomatoes. I just put a little salt and pepper on these, and then a few slices of avocado. As well as a nice dollop of sour cream. And make sure you clean off your plate. And there you go. Beautiful, cheesy, delicious chicken enchiladas. Guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. If you guys liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I do always share really simple, easy recipes like this one. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great night.